Hello. Today we're going to talk about cashback apps and how they help you save money on your shopping, whether it's at Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, Morrison's, you name it. Now, what's a cashback app? Now, I predominantly use three different cashback apps. One of them is an app called Shopify. There's also an app called Checkout Smart, and the third one I use is one called ClickSnap. How they work is at the beginning of each week, so on a Monday, ClickSnap and Checkout Smart update their list. So they'll say to you that if you normally buy an item, then you could get it for free or a reduced amount basically. So sometimes they do stipulate that you go to a specific store. So if that store's out your way, you might as well leave it. So like I say, Checkout Smart and ClickSnap have done theirs today, and on Wednesday we then have Shopify, who then will update theirs. Now, with regard to those apps, with Shopify, what they will tend to do is they will have more items which there's a fair chance you are going to buy, e.g. your milk, like fruit, your vegetables. I'll give you an example. If you have like curry sauce, that's on there this particular week. Marmite, Dairy chunks. Normally there's butter and eggs and bread. There's a lettuce. There's Heinz baked beans. There's McCain's chips, Hellmann's mayonnaise, and so on. Where they're concerned, the cashback can range from anything from 25p off an item to a couple of quid, £3, maybe even £4 some weeks. What I would say is don't go literally to buy everything all at once, especially if you don't tend to normally buy it anyway. The way where I come from in Tamworth in Staffordshire is what I'll do is I'll go onto Shopify, for argument's sake, on a Wednesday, and it will give me the list of the product they want a person to be buying, and also the amount they're going to be paid to buy that item. What will happen is rather than just go to your normal store, like I say, I live in Tamworth, Staffordshire, and what I'll do is I will go on to my supermarket. So I'll have two windows open, one for the cashback app and the other one for my supermarket. Now, what I will do is I shall put in the description of the item I need to be buying onto my supermarket, and then it will tell me which one of the supermarkets is cheapest. So let's say, for example, this particular week on Shopify they're paying 25p for Warburton's bread. Now, if you go, normally you tend to shop at Morrison's, then you'll pay there 75p. But if you were to go to Tesco's, and I know it's not a massive amount when you actually think about it, but if you were to shop at Tesco's, you would be charged 78p. Now, not a lot, 3p difference. is, but when they're pretty much local to you, both of them, then that 3p per week over the year, under the maths, 52 times 3, that's just 156. So not a massive amount, but then like I say, there could be weeks when something new comes on and it will pay for you to just alter your shopping a little bit. And if you knew you were going to go past a particular store and you knew, oh, I'll go in there and get that what I need because I know it's cheaper there, and so be it. Also mixing it up a little, when you do the shop and you know what you're going into to get from that store, is what I tend to do is I will obviously go wombling, and with wombling it will be a case of when I go to the store to do my shop, I'm going to go into the store with my Asda receipt or a money off voucher from Morrison's or my Nectar card or my club card, and then use it as a form of payment. So when I've coupled that with the loyalty bonuses and cashback apps, it obviously pays because I'm going to pay even less. Hence the reason that last week my shopping bill should have been £45, and using the cashback apps and the supermarket receipts and loyalty cards, I ended up paying less than £3.50. So what I'm going to show now in front of the camera is a receipt. Now, as you can see on the receipt is bread, and on there that would be the Warburton's bread or Kingsmill. I can't remember which it is, but it's one of the either. And basically, it was on the Shopify app. Now, what I did was I buy the loaf, or in this case I bought more than one loaf, and I came home, and with your smartphone you would then use a barcode reader on the Shopify app, and it will tell the Shopify you've bought the right product. At that point, you then go to the third step, which is you then take a picture of the whole of the receipt, and normally within 90 seconds to 2 minutes, you will then get it added to your account on Shopify, and then Shopify let you build it up. You can choose to cash it in if you want every week, so then you know you've made a couple of quid, but it makes a massive difference if you build it up over a few weeks. So right this moment I've got my phone, I've got Mandy's phone, and I've got Stephen's phone, so we're killing three birds with one stone. I'm not using the same receipt to then repeat it over and over on the other phones. What I'll do is, like I say, I bought 2 loaves of bread this week, and I basically did what I said, which was take a picture of the barcode on the product and a picture of the receipt. And right this moment I've got a £5 on my Shopify app. The wife, she's got a couple of weeks worth of free money, so that's a tenner, and likewise as well Stephen's got a tenner. So between the 3 of our phones, we've built up a total of £25, which when you cash them in, and what I tend to do is I cash them in and the money gets sent pretty instant to my PayPal account. And then, yeah, like I say, you have obviously got that money to go into the store, And obviously, because you've done what you've done, because you've bought the products but you've paid with them with like your receipts or your loyalty cards, you will then have much more money than what you did start with before. So like I say, you do your wambling, you find your receipts, you come home, you check them, print them off, take them back the next time you're going to do a shop, and when you're going to do a shop next, you will then pay hardly anything for it, because one, you've got the receipts you found on the previous visit. Second of all, you've got the money you've saved using the cashback apps. And third, if you've had a good period of time of collecting nasty receipts or any receipts, then that's where you will save some serious money. What I would also add as well is there's a offer running, which is basically, what I would say is there's an offer running on a website, on an app called Checkout Smart. And Checkout Smart, what they will do is they will give you one entry per pound spent on a receipt, and that receipt will give you like one entry. So let's say a person spends £100, that would give you 100 entries into this quiz, this competition. Yes, and you'll get picked. If your name is, if you're lucky to get picked out of the hat for this prize, then you'll win yourself £100 in shopping vouchers of the store of your choice. Yes. Now, you're allowed to implement up to 10 receipts a week. Yes. And as long as you do that, you take the picture, you don't have to take a picture of any of the products, you just literally have to take a picture of the receipts you've got. Now, just for argument's sake, when I went yesterday to do some wambling, I found a receipt and the customer had spent £318. So that obviously gave me 318 entries. Now, I did 10 receipts yesterday to enter into this competition, and when I'd finished paying or doing the receipts and putting them in, not only did they give you like a penny per receipt, but then obviously, like I say, you get 300 entries. When I added up the total of how much we'd spent on 10 different receipts into a competition, I basically had 2,000 goes on this thing. And like I say, all it done was you take a picture of the receipts, and basically every few weeks they do a draw, and if your name's picked out, you're the winner. Like I say, some weeks it can be £100, some weeks it can be £250. I have seen a 500 before. So, but the best bit is, if you're finding these receipts that people have thrown away and of high value in terms of what they've spent, irrespective if they're 10% cheaper, or if you're at another supermarket, it's a no-brainer really that you basically find these receipts, and if they're of high value, you just take a picture of them and you get entered into the competition. If, however, there's more than one of you in the house with a smartphone, now you can't then go and use the 10 receipts I've took a photo of, but if you were to find a lot of receipts in a particular week and you put them all in order to do this competition, then basically at that point you are effectively having 30 entries into this competition, and these 30 entries obviously go by the amount of money that these customers have spent. You might use one that you've obviously bought, but it's a no-brainer to use the same receipts, your receipts on your app, and so on and so on. I also mentioned as well ClickSnap, which they are similar to Checkout Smart. They tend to offer like free items. So what will happen is you go into the store, you buy a particular item they're telling you that you want to buy. So like I say, don't go buying something that is of no use to you, or you don't like, or you don't tend to buy. It's just for the sake of getting a few quid back. What I would say as well is, if you do want any more information with regards to cashback apps, then feel free to email me at stuartsmith544@hotmail.com, or you can contact me on Facebook. My name's Stuart Smith, obviously, and I do have a Facebook page which is called Money in Your Pocket. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in on the comments. And I will be talking about next, taking you through how to save money with regards to if you shop at Morrison's, at Sainsbury's or Tesco's. There'll be less mentioned about Asda next week, so look forward to speaking to you again, and have a really, really good day. Thank you. Bye bye.